And I believe sometimes the reason why we are not in a healthy position financially, here's why. Because we're not prepared for it. We look good. We even smell good. You got on that Louis. Was that Gucci? Oh, that's Versace. Nice. But when the opportunity presents itself, yo, hey man, do you have $10,000 put into this investment? $10,000 today could maybe return you about $35,000 in the next 5 years if you invest into this particular fund, or if you invest into this particular land, or you invest into this particular business. Hey, this home just became available. It's only $180,000 on a foreclosure, but it's worth $400. But we can get it today at $180. Do you have funds to put down so we can get this in today? No. Well, you looked like you did. That's why I asked you. Are you saving for your future? Here's number 3 that is not often talked about a lot. Not optimizing your taxes. Taxes take a big chunk out of your income, but making the most of your tax deductions can keep more money in your pocket and not in the IRS. When I first started my business, I keep hearing people talking about all the tax benefits and tax benefits and tax benefits. And being a year and 2 months into the game, I totally understand that the tax laws were written for the entrepreneurs, for the business owners, not for the W-2 employees. Now listen, you can maximize your taxes on the W-2s, but there are more privileges for business owners, which now being one, I totally understand why I need the tax write-offs, and I see it. And so here's the very first thing I tell everyone is you have to hire a CPA to file your taxes. I'm not going to knock any major companies, but these big companies out here that are just filing your taxes with someone who never really went to school for filing your taxes, they're asking you the basic questions, but they're not really asking you about your life and your life experiences. And they're not really educating you on everything that you can write off legally, ethically, and morally. And so I always recommend that if you're making above a certain amount of money, 6 figures, right? I would hire a CPA to look into your taxes. I have a personal CPA firm that honestly does a lot for me because I have staff members, I have major expenses, and then I also pay myself, right? And there's so many different things that I didn't know that I could write off unless I had a CPA, a certified individual to help me, not someone who just got a job offer and they went to 2 weeks of training learning how to file taxes. No. I need someone who is studying this thing every single day, okay? Here are some tips to find you a good tax pro. Number 1 is a licensed CPA, not just anyone. Number 2, someone who specifies, like in your situation, small business, freelance, real estate, bankruptcy, you name it. So I found someone who is certified and specializes in what I do as a brand, a personal brand. Y'all have seen her on my show several times. She's the People's CPA, and she knows exactly what all I'm doing. Anytime I make any purchase above $500, I email her or I text her and say, hey, what is this? Is this personal? Is this business? Can I do it? She'll ask me a lot of questions because she wants to make sure, again, it's legal, it's ethical, and it's moral. And in some purchases, she'll be like, no, that's going to be on the personal side of things. But a lot of the things that I'm able to purchase can go in a business write-off. But then check this out. While I'm also trying to make sure that you are utilizing the tax benefits if you have a small business on the side, I also want to make sure that you're not writing off too much stuff. Because writing off too much stuff it can hurt you tremendously when you go to purchase a home, when you go to purchase a rental property. It can hurt you tremendously. So I'm so grateful that I had the People's CPA as my personal CPA, who is educating me along this journey. And that leads me to the next one is she's educated and knowledgeable about the tax code. Well, whoever you get, a brother or a sister, make sure that they are educated and knowledgeable about the tax code. And then here's the last one. Ask, once you get into the CPA, ask them like, hey, I'm a W-2 employee. I have this on the side, but on the W-2 side, what should I be doing to keep as much money as I can on my paycheck? They'll do some research, ask you a couple of questions, and they'll tell you how many to claim on your paycheck. So that way you can get as much back as, not as much, as little back as possible. Really, a good CPA will figure out how to have you break even. How to have you break even or get back maybe $100. Because why do we want to give the IRS $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 of our money and they're not giving us any interest when we can keep that money, put into a savings account, prize pool, and put it into our wealth building account so that way when the opportunity comes to us knocking on our door, we can use that money instantly and go make more money off of that money and use it much wiser than the IRS will. So I would ask around for good referrals as far as in who are some good CPAs to look into. I will list my CPA in today's show notes. The People's CPA, her firm is called Fola Financial, a solid firm, but there are other solid people out there as well. But I would really, really look into that. Here's number 4, wasting your free time. Ooh-wee. We talking good today, man. I'm telling you, this is not your normal stuff, okay? When I made this list, I was like, yo, what are some things that I've learned over the last 12 months on my own, right? Wasting my free time. Because time is the only resource. It's the only resource that we can't make more of. We can't get time back. So we got to use it wisely. We can get our money back. We'll spend it today, but we can get it back tomorrow. We can do a lot of things and get it back, but one thing that we can't get back is our time. Every day you need to set aside time to pursue your dreams and your goals. I get it. You work Monday through Friday for another brand, for another company, for another family. Are you coming home? Are you coming home and working on your personal brand? Are you coming home and working on your dreams? Are you coming home and working for your family? We can't get that time back. If you missed out on that time today, you can't get today back. You got time tomorrow. But how much time have you actually wasted? And I remember someone asking me, they was like, what legacy? This was like a couple of years ago. It was like, what legacy are you working on for your family? And I went home that night and I asked myself that question. I was like, man, am I using my time wisely for my family? What are some things that we could do right now with our time to make sure that we're not wasting our time? Here's number 1, limit time on social media. Limit time on TV. And do things that will make you a better person. I'm not saying social media and TV is a bad thing, because it's not a bad thing. I think social media and TVs are tools that we can use and for entertainment, for sure, for laughter, for sure. But also we can use social media and TV for education and for business things. But sometimes we use it more so for the entertainment, laughter, and to be nosy. And sometimes what happens is we spend all this time comparing ourselves to other people that we take away time from becoming a better person, from becoming a better husband, a better wife, a better leader, a better steward, a better father, a better mother, a better friend, a better supporter, a better person when it comes to our career field. Now I challenge myself every single day to get up and study the word and study the world.